So you ready? You want anything? You want to add anything to Haley Van Lith, or are we moving on to the men's side?
No, I think we hit everything we needed to there. I mean, let's go ahead and hit the men's side and see what we can get into.
All right. So the first player I want to talk about is the one that really kicked off the star players entering the transfer portal, and that is former big Michigan big man Hunter Dickinson. Matt, what were your thoughts on this?
I was surprised, and I'm even more surprised with what the crystal ball is saying about where he's going, which is Maryland. I mean, I like Maryland. Maryland has currently, per 24/7 Sports, they've got the 17th recruiting class coming in. Not a lot of transfers at the moment. They've got one who's a shooting guard named Chance Stevens. But they got a really good recruiting class. But I just don't get why you go from the Big Ten to the Big Ten. It's like what we talked about. Oh crud! The quarterback at Iowa who transferred to Michigan. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
or vice versa. Cade McNamara. It's like Iowa.
Iowa.
But Maryland, I kind of get. Kevin Willard had exceeded expectations by a good margin in that first year with the Terrapins. But it just surprises me that Hunter Dickinson would want to leave Jawan Howard in the Big Ten for the Big Ten. The other team that I heard float around was Kentucky, and that he had already and that they did a Zoom meeting with John Calipari, which of course John Calipari is going to do he's going to do his due diligence. But I don't know about that one. Kentucky's roster, number one recruiting class, loaded with freshmen. Adding Hunter Dickinson to the mix certainly doesn't hurt. He's a good rim. He's going to be a good rim protector and rebounder. But I don't exactly know whether or not that's a perfect move for him. But everyone thinking he's going to go to Maryland really surprised me because it's like I said, it's just why would you leave the Big Ten for the Big Ten?
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like the only reason he would leave the Big Ten for the Big Ten is because the Big Ten might be the conference that fits his style of play the best.
Which is
And I know
true.
a lot of buzz is going on about him either going to Maryland or Virginia, given the proximity of his hometown. But I'm gonna be one thing clear right now, and as I say this, watch, it's gonna happen. But I don't think the Kentuckys or the Dukes are gonna get Hunter Dickinson. And to be completely honest, I don't think they should want Hunter Dickinson because
Yeah.
if you look at the stereotypical big man that Calipari likes, that shot blocking rim protector that can step out and guard the pick and rolls, that's not Hunter Dickinson. Hunter Dickinson is very slow footed. Yes, he can be a mound, like a stationary in the post, but you ask him to switch out on a guard, he's burnt toast all day long. So no, and the same goes for Duke. And I'll talk about a couple guys that I think I would like to see Duke get, but one thing you'll notice is that those guys are not the same mold as Hunter Dickinson. But I'm gonna tell you, and this was inspired by my good friend Gary Davis. I think Gonzaga would be a great fit for him because
I can see that.
yeah, I think if you look at his mold and kind of what Drew Timmy was, it's a similar, different but similar. And I feel like as Drew Timmy eventually does move on from Gonzaga basketball, I think this is Hunter Dickinson is a good transfer to kind of transition from the Timmy era for Mark Few.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a good fit. Obviously, I'm not predicting him to go to Gonzaga. And I want to get one thing straight right now to anybody listening to us. We're not journalists right now. We're not reporters. We're not actually telling you these are where the players are going. We're just telling you where we think would be really cool for whatever that's
Yeah.
worth. We're fans of recruiting, we're fans of the transfer portal, and we're fans of coaching carousels. We're just like, hey, that sounds really cool.